Welcome to Viking Preparedness. I'm Pastor Joe Fox in the land of electricity here for a little while. And I've been reading the news. I go to a place where there's internet because I still don't have it here. And one thing I've been noticing is there's a lot of articles on how to live long or how not to die early or variations thereof. You know, if you work in a cubicle 8 hours a day, studies show you're going to die six years earlier. Excuse me, I made those numbers up. You know, if you exercise, it adds to your lifespan. If you do this, it helps Alzheimer's. If you do this, it doesn't counteract that. Yada, yada, on and on. Live forever. I want to live forever. Hey, there are people, you know, the elites are pursuing life extension technologies, and they don't want you to have it, which is another whole thing. You know, I start to sound like Alex Jones or something, but that's true. And you know, we're all trying to live long, but think about this, the goal is not just to live long. I mean, you know, who wants to be bedridden for 5 years, sucking up all your family's resources, hooked up to all these tubes, and you can't even roll over, you know, and you get bed sores and stuff. That ain't working for living long. Or who wants to be, you know, like 400 pounds, you know, hooked up to your little oxygen thing? You got a walker, or worse yet, one of those little things that you drive around in going. I mean, that's not living. You don't want to do that. So you want to live a long life and be healthy, though, right? I mean, you want to be able to do stuff. And, you know, I think, you know, by today's standards, you're good if you see all your grandchildren, and it's a bonus if you get to see great-grandchildren. You know, that's me. The Word says we get 120 years. Nobody makes it to 120 anymore because we're doing stupid things, like working in cubicles for 9 hours a day and stuff like that. And so here forthwith is Pastor Joe Fox's tips for living a long life. And the first one is this: don't do stupid things. You know, don't get shot. Yeah, just, you know, don't be a criminal. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing drugs, you know, and stuff like that. That's not good for living a long life. Most of you don't. You know what all of you do, though? Almost all of you do, and it's probably the most dangerous thing you do, meaning it has the potential for ending your life quickly. Driving, right? Man, more people, you know, in like the young people's age groups, I know definitely because I looked it up once for like teenagers and young 20-somethings, most dangerous thing you do is drive. And so be careful when you drive, you know, buckle up, pay attention, don't drink and drive, watch out for the other guy, you know, take extra time, don't get road rage, all that stuff, man. Watch your driving because that'll kill you. It's very dangerous. And so here's something else: eat right and exercise. Ooh, you know, big one there, right? But it's true. If you weigh, you know, if you're overweight, if you're 50 pounds overweight, that puts strain on your heart. It sets you up for diabetes. You know, it hurts your joints. Yeah, and then it becomes a downward spiral. You don't want to be that person. A healthy person is what we call in America today skinny, right? True. Example: the finest light infantry the world has ever known, really, is the United States Army Ranger. Those guys are awesome, right? They are fit fighting machines. And you know what? If you dress them up in a pair of slacks and a long sleeve shirt, they look like skinny guys. They look like skinny guys with big shoulders, but they look skinny. Now, you put them in a t-shirt or something, you'll see they're ripped because, you know, they can do push-ups all day long, they can do pull-ups all day long, and they run like the wind. But my point is, the body type, the physique, is generally what we call skinny. You know, by American standards today, where XL is the new normal, or, you know, 3XL, 5XL, they sell huge things in Walmart. I get a kick out of it when you walk around. And so, yeah, lose that extra weight, you know, just do it. You know, if you go to Straightway or you go to Shofar Mountain, you know one thing you don't see? Fat saints. You just don't see it. And it's not because we're each running our own cult, you know, and we only feed ourselves or the people there, you know, one meal of gruel a day. If you've been to Straightway, if you've been to Shofar Mountain, you know both places, the saints eat well. We eat good. When you're done eating, you're full. And you ate good food. And that's the key. You know, we eat at set meal times in both places, and we don't do any snacking in between. You know, we're not grazing and stuff like that. And the other thing is we do eat good food. You won't see Twinkies on the table, right? And so what's good food? You know what good food is. This isn't that video. You know, shop the margins of your grocery store. Eat lots of veggies, you know, and even that, you know, it's a problem anymore. Really, the best thing to do is to produce your own food. You know, grow your own, raise your own critters. And I realize most of you have a bad attitude and won't. You thought I was going to say you can't, right? You can grow food almost anywhere. Many cultures do. Go to Korea and look at the people in these huge megacities that all grow their own food. The highway medians are full of squash that people grow. It's amazing. But if you can't grow your own, go to a farmer's market and buy that food. And, failing that, just try to buy the healthiest food you can in the grocery store. Just don't even go down the frozen food aisle. Forget that. Tonight for supper, it doesn't cost a lot of money. We had salmon, corn on the cob, and salad. My wife got the salmon on sale. It was $1.50 a fillet. We still had some left over. She bought 2 fillets, so that's $3. She got corn on the cob for 40 cents a cob. We ate 3 between us and a big salad, and she picked half the salad outside from Wild Edibles out there. And so, and you know what we had for dessert? Water. Nothing. You don't need dessert. Get rid of that stuff. And so, eat right, exercise, move your body. We're not meant to sit in a cubicle all day. Get out and do stuff. Walk, lift things, carry things, stretch, do all that stuff. Work your body. You don't have to be Arnold Schwarzenegger, but you do need to be fit and active. Move your body through the whole range of motions. If you're starting to get older, I am. These gray hairs were earned. You need to start really focusing on your stretching and things like that, because you start getting muscle bound and stuff like that. And again, this isn't a fitness video, but get fit, eat right. Another thing, stress. Man, stress is a killer. Stress just stresses people out. You need to chill, Winston. Don't get so angry about everything, man. I walk, I've been to Walmart and Home Depot a couple times over the last week, and you see all the people walking around. Dude, chill out. I'm pretty happy. You should be too. If something is ticking you off, walk away from it. Go into your prayer closet. Get on your knees and start praying. And for those of you who aren't in the way, I don't know, go meditate or something, or go take a walk along the river. Don't smoke. Don't drink to excess. Don't do those bad stress behaviors. Certainly don't go eat your way to the bottom of a gallon of ice cream. But you need to find some stress relief. Exercise is a good stress relief. Taking vitamin C is a good stress relief. So try to do that. Try to avoid poisons in your life. I already mentioned alcohol and tobacco and stuff like that. But, man, we put a lot of chemicals in our lives. And if you can try and reduce those chemicals in your life, that'll help too. Everything from spray fluid to smell good stuff that you put in the air. I mean, come on, we don't need any of that stuff. Get that stuff out of your life. And finally, get in the right relationship with the Most High. Is that going to give you a long life? No, not necessarily, but it'll give you a better life. And it'll put things in perspective. And we all need a little bit of perspective. And so, hey, that's Pastor Joe's tips for a long life. Get some exercise, eat right, de-stress yourself, and find your way to the Creator, because He's standing right there. All right, I'll see you out there.